So now we are going to discuss how you can apply your closed work permit into IRCC portal. And for that, first of all, what you need to do is to open GCKey portal. As soon as you open the GCKey portal, you have to sign in with your username and password. Now I'm presuming that since you have already applied your work permit before, you have already applied your PR, you will be having your GCKey portal active with your user ID or password or whatever sign-in method you prefer. In case you don't have GCKey account, you can open a new account by creating a create new account, put your username, password and all those things. Once your account is created, all you need to do is to log into your account. So as soon as you log into your GCKey account, you have to scroll down. There you will see a separate section states start an application. So in that section, you have to click on apply to come to Canada. So you will click on this. So as soon as you open that link, the personal checklist option will appear. Here, there's the first section is personal reference code. So first step in this application process is to identify your eligibility. And for that, there is a questionnaire in the system. If you have already filled that questionnaire and you have that personal reference code, then that you can fill in the first section. But in our case, we are starting a fresh application. So I'll go down and click on the visitor visa study / work permit option. Now we have landed on a page where it is saying find out if you are eligible to apply. In that, the first section is what would you like to do in Canada? Now consider this all questions has to be answered as a primary applicant, and here primary applicant want to work, and that too in the closed work permit. So we will select work in this option. Next is how long you are planning to stay in Canada. So we will select temporary, more than 6 months. The next is select the code that matches the one on your passport. So in our case, it's India, so I selected IND. Next option is what is your country or territory of residence? Since we are already in Canada, so I'm going to select Canada. Then do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and is above 18 years? So in our case, none of our family member is Canadian citizen or permanent resident, so I will select no. And then next, what is your date of birth? So here the primary applicant has to fill his date of birth. After filling all this detail, we will go to the next section. Now it is asking what is your current immigration status in Canada. So there are certain options like student, worker, visitor. So in our case, we are applying for work permit extension. Currently we are on work permit, so I have selected worker. Then on the next page, it is asking you some details like does one of the following applies to you? I am subject of a removal order that is unenforceable. I have applied for a study of work permit before entering to Canada, which was approved but not issued at the port of entry. So like that, there are a number of conditions mentioned over here. If any of this is applicable in your case, you can select yes, otherwise you have to select no. So in my case, this first section is no. Second section also, are you a spouse or common law partner or dependent children of a foreign worker who hold a valid work permit or is approved to work for a work permit? Not all members of worker are eligible. Then there are again set of questions and set of conditions mentioned in this question number second and third, and you can check whatever applies in your case. You can select the answer accordingly. In my case, for second also no, and the third option is are you a spouse or common law partner or dependent children of a person who is a foreign government officer, military personnel or professional sports activity, and all this option is also not eligible in my case, so I have selected no. And the last section, are you a spouse or common law partner of an accredited diplomat counselor? So here also no. So all these questions I have filled no because that is not applied in my case. You can check in your case whatever applicable answer you can select. Now we'll go to the next page. So next question is, are you a spouse or common law partner of a person who holds a study permit? In my case, my spouse does not hold any study permit here, so I will select no. Then in the next section, have you been told by Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada office that you are approved in principle for PR in Canada? Friends, this is not AOR. Make sure, sometimes we get confused and we say we received an AOR, should we fill yes or no? Then this is the primary approval of your PR application, which is ECOPR. So if you have received COPR, then you can say yes. If you have not received COPR yet, you will have to mention no. Have you submitted PR application? Definitely, then I selected yes. Do you have written job offer? Yes, we should have written job offer by now because we have already applied for C18 extension which we have discussed in the last video. So we should be having that written job offer letter from our employer, so we'll mention yes. Then on next page it is asking you what is your marital status. So in my case it's married. What is your province or territory of destination? So in our case it is New Brunswick, so I have selected that. Okay, so based on the details what we have submitted, the system has defined our eligibility criteria, and it is saying you may be eligible to extend your stay in Canada to work with a work permit. So this is what the result from the system about my condition, that I am eligible to apply for work permit extension. So now first step is to apply the work permit. Once your work permit is approved, then the next section comes, that is TRP, that is stamping on your passport, which we will discuss later. So let's go with the work permit application, and we will click on the continue. Now the next page says create your personal checklist. So basically now they are going to derive a personalized checklist based on your profile, and once you fill that checklist, system will define the set of documents you need to upload to submit your work permit application. So I will go to the next page. So are you accompanying a family member who has a status in Canada? So in our case, we are the primary applicant who is applying this for the extension. We are not accompanying anybody, so we should select no. Next is, when does your status in Canada expire? So here you have to mention the expiry date of your current work permit. Then next option is, which option best describe your work situation? And here there are some options here. Since we are discussing here for the AIP closed work permit, so option will be I am applying for an employer specific work permit with LMIA exemption. So next question is, have you had a medical exam performed by IRCC authorized panel physician within last 12 months? So in your case, if it is done in last 12 months, you can say yes. If not, then you have to mention no. The next question is, a medical exam is needed before you submit your application for foreign nationals who want to stay in Canada for more than 6 months and have lived in one of the designated countries. So you can open the link and you can see the designated countries. If you have stayed there for more than 6 months, then you need to again give the medical exam. Or else if you are planning to work in any of the healthcare or health sector, then you need to give the medical exam again. So there are some list of professions which is mentioned at the down, like health science workers, clinical laboratory workers. So if you are planning to work in that healthcare sector, you need to give your medical exam again. So here I will select no, then go to the next page. On the next page, we have repeated questions. Maybe they have some algorithm in between, but here it is asking the same question. Do you want to work in one of the following job? And the job profile listed here are again related to healthcare sector. So in your case, you can check if you're working in the healthcare sector, you have to select yes. If you are not, then you have to select no and go to the next page. And now, do you want to submit an application for a family member? So far, whatever questions were there, we have answered them as a primary applicant. Now the application like questionnaire is asking you, do you want to add another member to your application? Since we are discussing a scenario where husband, wife and a kid are there, like a family of 3, so we will go with selection yes. So here it is saying like, if you are submitting application for more than one family member, please start with your spouse or common in-law partner. So basically this application portal is asking you to follow the chronology, like firstly the primary applicant, then secondary applicant, which should be spouse or common law partner, and then third will be the kids. So the next questions whatever coming into the screen will be answered on behalf of our spouse. So now, which country does your family member live in? You can select Canada. Now which country issued your family member's passport? So basically India in our case. Next question is your family member a permanent resident of United States or who is an alien registration card? So in our case, it's not applicable. I have selected no. Then what is your family member's current marital status, which is married in our case? Then what is your family member's date of birth? So here you have to fill the date of birth of your spouse. Now, where will your family member be staying in Canada? So I will select New Brunswick. What is your family member's current immigration status in Canada? So in our case, she is on open work permit, so I'll select worker. Does your family member want to restore their status in Canada? So basically, if your work permit is already expired, then you have to select yes because you want to restore your status. But in case your work permit is still valid and you are applying for an extension, so you don't need to restore your status, so you will select no. So next question, has your family member had a medical exam in last 12 months by IRCC authorized panel? So in our case, no. Then again the same questions like, would you like to work in any of the healthcare sector, or have you been in the list of countries for more than 6 months? So you can select whatever applicable in your case. In our case, it's no. Then again, the same questions like, are you planning to work in this healthcare sector? So in our case, again, the reply is no. Now, in past 10 years, has your family member given their fingerprint and photo for the biometrics? So basically, when we have applied, we have given that, and it's been only 2 years, so we are still under 10 years category, so we have selected yes. Now, there are fee associated with your family member application, and who's going to pay? So here you have to select yes, I am going to pay. Okay. Now, do you want to submit an application for another family member? So far we have filled details for the primary applicant and for the spouse, that is the secondary applicant, and now we are adding a third applicant, that is the kid in the family. So I will select yes. Now, which country does your family member live in? So Canada. Then which country issued you the family member's passport and travel documents? So in our case, India. Now, is your family member a permanent resident of United States who has an alien registration card or other proof of permanent residence? So in our case, no. Now, what is your family member's current marital status? Since we are discussing about kids, so we have to select never married / single. What is your family member's date of birth? So you have to fill date of birth of your kid. Where will your family member will be staying in Canada? So probably he will be staying with you only. So you have to select, like in our case, we are filling New Brunswick. Is your family member currently or will they be living in Canada with a parent or a legal guardian for their entire stay? So I will select yes, because my kid is going to stay with me. So we will select yes here. Now, is your family member traveling with a parent who does not have a full legal custody of them? So in that case, we will select no, because his kid is not traveling with any of the parent who does not have a legal custody. So I will select no. So next question is, what is your family member's current immigration status in Canada? So here I have selected student. What does your family member want to do in Canada? So here we have to select apply for or extend a study permit. So now, is your accompanying family member a student residing in Canada and who is changing their designated learning institution? I will select no. Does your family member have a provincial or territorial attestation letter or meet an exemption from submitting the same? So in our case, for the primary and secondary school, we are exempted to submit that letter. So here I have selected yes, my family member meet an exemption for submission for the letter. Now, is work an essential part of your family member's studies? No, because primary and secondary school does not require to work. The next question is, does your family member want to restore their status in Canada? So I will select no here, because we have valid work permit right now, we have valid study permit right now, all we need is an extension. So I'll select no. Now, what level of school your family member enrolled in? Then whatever is applicable in your case, you can select. Like in our case, it's primary. Then, has your family member had a medical exam performed by IRCC authorized panel in last 12 months? So you can select based on your specific case whether it is yes or no. In my case, I'm feeling no. Now, in past 10 years, has your family member given their fingerprint and photo biometric for the application to come to Canada? Please note down, for kids, we do not get any biometric request at all. So answer will be no. Now, there are fees associated with your family member's application. Here again we will answer yes, I will be paying my family member's application fee. Then, do you want to submit an application for another family member? So in our case, no. So far we have filled some questions related to the primary applicant, then the spouse, that is secondary applicant, and then the kids, that is the third applicant. Now it is asking you, are you giving someone access to your application? So if you are appointing an IRCC agent to help you out with the application part, you can appoint them. You can grant them the authority to access your profile. Otherwise, in our case, we are not appointing anybody. I will say no. Now, in the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints and photo biometrics for an application to come to Canada? Now, please note down, this question was not in the section of the primary applicant. When we were filling the primary applicant's questionnaire, this question didn't came. Then when we switched to the secondary applicant, they asked for this question. And then again, when we filled for the kid, like third applicant, this question was there. But now again this question is coming. So this question is basically asking to fill for the primary applicant. Since it is asking you, have you given? In earlier cases, it was have your family member. So in our case, right now, in the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprint and photo? So I will select yes, because I have given at the time of my old work permit application. So now, are you able to make a digital copy of your documents with the scanner or camera? So I will select yes, because it is required to have scanned copy of all the documents to fill this application. Then, will you be paying your application fee online? It is basically asking you like to confirm your capability of paying online application fee. So I have selected yes. Now, review your answers. So basically, all the questions which were asked to you, they all are listed down here with the response what you have provided. You have to check all the answers what you have given, verify them again, because based on that the next page will give you the set of documents which you need to fill to submit your application. So basically I just reviewed all these details what I have filled, and I'll go to the next page. So here, as soon as I click on the continue, you landed on a page like submitting your application, and where all 4 steps of your application are mentioned. Step 1 is use your account. So basically creating, signing, going to the portal and then filling all the questionnaire was the first step. Then save your application. So basically till the time you have reached to this stage, your application is already saved in the system. Then third is upload your documents. So here we have to fill all the forms and all the required document has to be uploaded in the system. And then step 4 is to pay the fee. And after doing the step 4, your application is set to be submitted in the system. So far we have submitted our answer to the questionnaire, and system has defined that these set of documents you need to fill to apply for extension of your work permit.